Hey guys, welcome back to my Halloween series. Today we're doing Frankenstein flow, and it's going to be really stretchy, really restorative. I know this 7-day series has been pretty hard, so we're going to recover today and stretch it out a little bit. If you want, grab blocks. I have a lacrosse ball. I'm going to be using this, or maybe if you have two, a little trick or an option is to put it in between or inside of a sock. Also, if you have a strap, go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to be starting in child's pose, so go ahead and come down to your mat. Widen your knees, your feet can stay together or close to together. Go ahead and reach your fingertips all the way down. We're just going to start breathing from here. Try to relax, sink that lower back into the feet. Take a nice big belly breath, really well, expand to the mat. And exhale all that stale air out. Inhale, fill up the belly, fill up the back. And exhale all that air out. Taking your time here, breathing slowly. Big inhale, big exhale. Maybe you start to wiggle those hips side to side. And start to create a little movement. Good, and come back to the center. Let's walk our hands over to the right side. Keeping our hips centered, you're gonna feel this through the left side. So really reach through those left fingertips and pull that left hip back, relax your head. Couple deep breaths, taking that air into the left side of your body. And then we'll walk it over to the left side. Again, reaching to the right fingertips, pulling that right hip back, expanding that right side. Take deep breaths there. And then when you're ready, come back to the center. We'll stay in our child's pose. Go ahead and bend the arms so that the elbows stay on the mat and the hands are behind the head or close to. So you're coming into a little prayer position and you're going to feel this stretch in your triceps or your shoulders. And it's okay if your hands don't touch, okay? You can widen those elbows as much as you need to. Good, reach those arms out and we'll go ahead and walk up to sitting. You'll grab the right elbow with the left hand. Breathe here. We worked our upper body a lot. You might be a little sore. We're just going to breathe into that soreness wherever you're tight. Take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale. Tilt a little bit to the left if that feels okay. Coming back to the center, we're going to do the same thing, but take a couple little circles here. So inhale, lengthen, come to the left, and then round forward. We'll do it a couple more times. Inhale, lengthen, over and round. Breathe. Coming back to center, we'll switch arms. Reach the left arm up, bring the right hand to that left elbow. Breathe, press the shoulder down. And kind of create some tension with that hand and the elbow. So you're pressing against each other. Take one more breath here. Lengthen and exhale as you lean over towards the right side. Come back to center and we'll take a couple circles from here. Good. Good. Release your arms. We're going to open up wide. Open the arms up. Kind of lift the chest a little so you're opening your chest here. And then you're going to round. So now we're hollowing out our belly as you reach those arms forward. Next time we lift up with your chest, same thing with those arms. We're going to open a little bit. Hamstrings are on, opening that chest. Breathe in. And then exhale, round, set those hips back. Follow up the belly, reach. We'll do a few more of these. Inhale as you lift and open. Exhale, bring it together. One more. Open up the chest. Open up the shoulder blades. Good. And then let's come into a tabletop here. You can do a couple cat-cows, lift through your chest. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Do as many of these as you'd like. And then we'll meet in down dog. So whenever you're ready, lift those hips up to the ceiling, lift the heels as high as you can, and lower those heels. Lift and lower. Good, really think about pressing those shoulders down. And then opening the shoulder blades in the back, so you're gonna try to bring those elbows close to one another, armpits close in towards one another. Keep breathing. Good, you're gonna roll that spine out one vertebrae at a time. So you're lifting the spine up to the ceiling until you find your plank. Then you have your nice strong spine, open up through your chest. And then press it back. So we'll just roll through this a few times. A lot of power coming out away from the mat here. And you can start to bend the legs as you come back, making it a little bigger. Good, now bring that right knee into the chest as you find your plank. And switch. And switch, I want to warm up the legs just a little bit before we stretch them so we're safe. We're going to bring the right knee in, place it down. Low lunge, really turn those glutes on. Breathe. And the hands back down, step the right leg back. Left knee into chest and switch. Left knee comes in, we hold. Plant it down, low lunge, lengthen your spine. Maybe take those fingertips away from the floor or to a block so you can really feel those legs start to turn on here. One more breath. Bend the hands down, come back to your downward dog. Right leg up and back, let's open the hip a little. You can take circles, you can roll the ankle, do whatever feels good here. And let's bring that right knee into the chest, towards the right elbow, and release down into your pigeon. So, if you want, you can rest your head on a block. Maybe you rest your forearms on your blocks. If you want to go all the way down, but your head doesn't quite make it, just rest your head here. Mostly focusing on squaring those hips, pulling that right hip back, left hip forward, and breathing. If you want to go a little deeper, you're going to walk your right fingertips forward towards that right leg. When you're ready, we'll take it back and find our other side. So come to your down dog, lift that left leg up, open that hip. Wiggle it out, breathe, maybe you stay still if that's calling to you. Left knee into the chest, lift, bring it to that left elbow, and place it down. Maybe this side looks different. Maybe you can bring the blocks where you have them on the other side. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk the hands over to the left if you choose that option. And when you're ready, walk your hands back to the center, Bring those blocks to the side, plant your hands, press back to your downward dog, and you can walk it out here. Give yourself a nice little calf stretch, walk it out. One leg bends and then the other. Lift the heels and lower if you like that better. Really lift those hips towards the ceiling and press those heels down. Abs are engaged. Lift the right leg up and back, breathe. Bring the right knee into your chest. And then plant that foot down, release that back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up for your Anjaneyasana. Back body is on, you lift through that front hip. Arms can be above the head. You can breathe. Come into your chest for prayer, on your hips, wherever you want to be here, maybe your knee. Maybe you take those blocks for a little more stability. Breathing into that left hip. Maybe you move back and forth a little bit. Good, and when you feel like this is enough, straighten that front leg towards the ceiling. Pull that right hip back. Lift through your chest. If you feel like you're ready, you can round forward a little more, or you can stay lifted. Maybe you go through your little spinal wave. Lift through your chest, bend the front leg once more. Bring that left knee towards the right foot. So from the outside of your right foot, both hip bones are onto the mat. Right hand behind you, lift the left arm up. A little twist towards the right. So you're really planting that right hip down, and then that elbow is pulling the leg away from that hip. So there's a little stretchy opposite or opposition happening. Good. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you twist. And then wherever you are, bring those feet together so you're in this little butterfly position. You're going to start your spinal wave here, come forward with the chest, and then contract the thorax, open up the shoulder blades, inhale, lengthen your spine, bring the chest forward, and exhale, contract. Good, from here, let's go ahead and reach the left foot out. So you can bring the right foot to connect to that inner thigh, or if it doesn't, that's okay. And then from here, reach the right arm up and over, reach the left finger towards those toes. Keep pressing that right hip down so the hip does not move. You can press the elbow down onto the mat. Maybe you maybe bring the elbow to the block. That's always an option. We're really focusing on stretching the right side of your lower back here. This is a really nice stretch if you experience back pain or sciatica even. Keep opening through your chest. And repeat breath into that right side. Good, and then coming back up. Let's turn our hips to face the left toes. So my body, the legs are still the same. We're just bringing the right hip forward a little bit more. Inhale as you reach. Maybe you want to use your strap here. So if you want to use your strap, you can go ahead and bring it to your toes. And then lift your chest as you hinge from your hips, keeping a nice open chest and flat back. If this is enough for you, you can stay here, or if you want to go further, go on and round. You can always rest your forehead on the block here as well. Good, Good, and when you're ready, or to come out of this, we're gonna keep the left leg where it is, turn this right leg forward. If this does not feel good for you, feel free to take another option. Maybe you bring the leg straight, or maybe you bring it over. Okay, but we're gonna focus on stretching that quad. Maybe this is enough. If you want more, keep pressing those hips forward. As you come down, you can go to your elbows, you can lay all the way down. I tend to like this option better, but maybe you're different. I keep this active by pressing my hips forward and making my glutes and hamstrings turn on. So I'm not just falling into this. I'm really pressing my hips, making it active. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and come all the way down. Bring those knees into your chest. Maybe you take a couple rocks side to side. We're gonna bring their knees over towards the right side as you straighten that left leg out. You can always bring your block in between your legs if that helps that you keep that space there. Keep flexing that foot, so we're really focusing, stretching the IT band or the outside of your leg. Notice what your spine is doing. Are you rounding? Are you arching? Try to lengthen through that tailbone towards the bottom of the mat so your spine stays in neutral here. Maybe you reach for those toes, maybe you grab your strap. Or release this. Come back to your back, grab both of your feet for your happy baby. Keep pressing those hips down and pressing the feet high. So we're also making this active here, active stretch. You can stay here, or if you want, let's come back to our little side stretch, rocking once more for the right hips. Maybe you take the strap over the foot. Block is there to support your legs. Good, go ahead and release that. Block goes to the side. We're gonna come all the way over, flip over onto your stomach. Reach through your chest so your hands come onto underneath your shoulders. Lengthen up, open that chest. Belly is on, so we're expanding the spine, making space, and as you lift your chest. Now let's go ahead and press yourself back to child's pose. You can rock those hips if that feels nice. Good. And then we're going to come back to our downward dog. Release the neck. Lift the left leg up. Do whatever you need to here. Maybe you open it. Maybe you stay closed. Bring the left knee in, hold, lift, and plant that left foot. Release that back knee down. Good. You can rock forward. Now stretching the front of that right hip. And then when you're ready, straighten the front leg, toes to the ceiling, lifting through your chest. Maybe you use your blocks to help you stay lifted. Pull that left hip back, lift through your chest. Flex those toes for a little more. Good, whenever you're ready, bend the left leg again, bring the right thigh to the outside of that left foot, plant the hips, left hand behind you, reach the right arm up, breathe, and exhale, twist. Making sure you're twisting from your core. Good. And let's bring our feet once more together. This time we're going to contract first, so round the spine, and then dive forward. Flat back to rise, inhale, lift. Exhale, contract it back, and dive forward. here. This time we'll straighten the right leg as you bring the left foot to connect to that inner thigh. Right elbow comes to the thigh, or maybe you place it on the block. Keep that left hip down as you reach up and over. And then also notice if you're crunching into that right side, so you don't really have to reach your toes. Think more up and over, so lengthen and lift out of that right side. Bring the right shoulder forward. Reach. Big breaths into that left side of your lower back. Good. And then we're going to bring our hips towards the right foot. Lengthen through your spine. Maybe you grab your strap here, actually. Place it over your toes, lengthen your chest. Hinge from your hips as far as you want. Maybe you round forward. If you're rounding forward though, you're still lengthening through your chest. Like you're still pulling your chest towards your foot. And you're still pulling that right hip back. So just because you're rounding forward doesn't mean that you get to rest. You're still keeping an active stretch here. So maybe if you're really flexible, you take the block to your foot so you can keep lengthening your spine. Then go ahead and take that strap away if you've had it. Bring the left foot behind you. Go down to whatever level you like. Keep those hips pressing forward. And when you're ready, bring those knees into the chest. Take a couple circles or rocks. And then we're going to bring the knees towards the left side. Grabbing that block and strap if you want. So the block is there just to support. Do whatever you need. Keep lengthening that right hip down. Maybe come to that happy baby if you want a little break from that. Keep pressing hips down and feet up. Maybe you straighten one leg and the other if you want that. I like that stretch. Or you can come back to the side here. Release that. Bring your knees back in. We're going to rock forward to the bottom of your mat and then to the top of your mat. Hold those shins, rocking back and forth, kind of giving yourself a little massage. You can keep going here, or actually, yeah, let's go ahead and come all the way down. Bring the feet onto the mat. Grab your block. If you don't have a block, go ahead and grab a pillow or something that's going to give you a little lift. Lift your hips high. Rest your tailbone onto this block. You're coming into a supportive bridge. This is really going to help lengthen out the lower back. You can stay here if you want. Or come into a plow. So bring those hips down if you want that plow. You're just going to reach those feet up, press the arms down. Keep the spine lengthening. Make sure that you're pressing your arms down so that all that weight isn't onto your neck. Some people like to bring the legs up. I like to come down. Do whichever one you'd like. I'm going to bend one leg and straighten. Bend and straighten. And you're going to feel this really, really deep in the hamstrings.
And when you're ready, go ahead and slowly come out of that one vertebra at a time. Let's come back to our supportive bridge. This time a little different. You can, if you want, bring both feet up to the ceiling. And just relax here. Whenever you want, come out of that, press the feet down into the mat, lift, and take that block away. We're going to rock forward and back one more time just to come all the way back up. And when you do, bring both of those legs forward, grab that strap if you want, maybe grab the block at the bottom of your feet if you're super flexible. Maybe you don't use the strap, that's okay. Lengthen, flat back forward, breathe, flex those toes, flex the feet. Try to keep the feet together. Maybe you start to round. Good, and then go ahead and release that. We're going to do cow face pose. We're almost there, but just a couple more things. You're going to bring the right leg over the left. Keep those hip bones onto the mat. This is pretty intense, so maybe that foot is off, that's okay. But the goal is to try to get those knees on top of one another. See, I'm not really perfect at this either, but you're just crossing those legs, making sure, number one thing, is that the sit bones go down to the mat. So you're gonna reach the left arm up and over, kind of like we did from the beginning. Actually, let's grab that strap with that left arm, and then take the right arm up, out to the side, thumb facing down, and then you're gonna try to grab the strap or bring the strap closer towards the hands. You're going to kind of inch your way up. Bringing the hands together. Maybe you don't need the strap. Maybe you can reach your fingertips. Keep breathing here. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe you hinge forward with a flat back. Keeping the chest open. Go ahead and release the strap. Reach the fingertips out. Breathe. And walk your fingertips up and let's switch sides. So this time the left leg crosses over the right. Pull sit bones down. We'll grab the strap if you wanted it. Right hand is behind the head. Reach the left arm out, thumb facing down. Grab that strap or your fingertips. Keep the chest open. Maybe you hinge forward, just an option. Maybe you start to release that and walk those fingertips forward to round. Go ahead and walk it up. You're going to grab that ball we talked about at the beginning. So tennis ball, lacrosse ball, maybe you have the two in the sock. You're going to start to place it down onto your lower back, not the bone. So you're going to go beside the spine. You're just going to go back and forth. You can lay all the way down. You're going to take this slow. You're going to slowly inch it up. Take as much time as you need. You're going to want to hold it there until you start to feel a little bit of release. And you can take this all the way up to your shoulder blades. You can do this as long as you like, and then when you're ready, we're going to come into our Shavasana, so bring your legs out, palms face the ceiling, take a couple breaths, relax.
When you're ready, slowly come out of this, start to sit up. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Happy Halloween. I hope you had a great week and a great 7-day series with me, and I'll see you next time.